Morning everyone. Today I'm going to talk about stage 3 in my content repurposing social media agency, and a little bit about what we're doing and why we're doing it, and how it's going to formalise into a social media agency at some point in the future. So I was meant to talk about stage 3 in a little marketing sequence I'm doing at the moment, about where you find and kind of engage with your target market, and I'll continue this again next Friday. But today I just wanted to give you an update on where we are with the social media content repurposing agency and what we're doing now, which is really exciting. And what we've done is we've built the processes and systems now. We've already got the team in place. We've even got a funnel builder on side now, who we recruited this week, which is really, really exciting. But the content repurposing stuff is what we're focusing on to begin with. And I talked about the 3 phases of what we were trying to create here in order to be able to launch something for the wider market. And it was phase 1 was all using the vlog as a guinea pig, really. And phase 1 was to get my vlog in its existing video format, repurposed on every different platform. So what we mean is just using the same video on every platform, just to build up the content on each profile. Phase 2 was optimizing the way we post on each platform, but still using the same content. And phase 3 is using that single piece of content to make multiple different formats of content and optimize them for each platform, so that we're going to try and accelerate the reach significantly. And that's what we're building at the moment. So the strategy changed quite significantly along the journey, as that from just repurposing content everywhere, we're now focusing on one key platform predominantly, which is YouTube, which is, to be honest, it's the most perfect platform for a vlog, because it's video content. And so what we're looking at doing now is not just repurposing the content at different times, but we're using an amplification method of pushing as much traffic to the YouTube channel as possible, whilst creating unique content on each of the other social platforms. So what we're going to be doing now, and what we're putting the steps in place this week, and we're hopefully going to start testing this stuff out next week and beyond, is we've now got the YouTube optimization process, which I talked about a few weeks ago, that we've got nailed now, and we've got the team doing that every day. They're still working through the catalogue of 170 odd episodes or so to SEO and optimize every YouTube post, which is already starting to show results, which is really, really cool. But what we're now doing is I'm coming out and doing these recordings. I'm doing my full length as always, but then I'm doing a minute summary video at the end, so that we've got something for shorts. So what we mean by that is YouTube are about to release YouTube Shorts, which is like a really short kind of TikTok style Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories type setup, and it's also going to be applicable for kind of YouTube Stories, Instagram Stories, Instagram Reels, LinkedIn Stories, all of the short form content, because it's just nice to record something individual that's going to be used independently on those platforms. And then the same process of the editing process of the full video, we're still pulling out snippets and things that we're going to repurpose as well, so little snippets of information that can be also used on your short form content. But the main aim is we're going to be posting YouTube on day 0, and there'll be the kind of short form stuff will also go out on as a day 0 on the others, but we'll link to the full episode in YouTube. So it's lots of linking back to kind of YouTube that we'll be doing, but it's also relevant and formatted in the right way for each of the social platforms. We're then going to launch, the other one thing we're also going to do with the snippets as well is we're also looking at them as kind of key bullet points, and we're creating a template infographic that we can kind of pull together quite quickly. It will also be used for the Instagram feed, because obviously Instagram being super visual, And previously all I've been doing is posting on Instagram TV, purely and simply because my videos are too long for the kind of shorter version. So the other place where the short form content could go is obviously Instagram as well, with the thing. So we're trying to start looking at not just each platform, but what delivery mechanisms does each platform have. So obviously Facebook, you've got, you know, pages, you've got groups, you've got profile, then you've got your stories. So all these little things you need to kind of look at how's the best way to kind of push this now. We've also made a big decision that we're going to push the Runpreneur brand. At the moment, everything seems to be going on my social personal profiles, which is fine because obviously it's me who's driving this brand. But to build the brand now, we're going to start putting more focus on the Facebook page, the LinkedIn pages, everything that's going to be Runpreneur branded, because that's what we're trying to push. And my personal profiles will share it. So whereas previously I'm doing it on my personal profiles and sharing it to the pages, we're now going to do a lot more on the pages and the company accounts and share to the personal. We're going to rebrand some of my personal accounts to Runpreneur, just because it's just for the kind of consistency, and they're platforms that I haven't really used a lot. So my TikTok platform, for example, has just been my Runpreneur content, so it makes sense to rebrand that as Runpreneur. Whereas my Twitter feed, for example, I've got a fairly large number of connections on Twitter, never even used it. So again, all I'm using it for now is to promote Runpreneur stuff. So Facebook I do use for personal, so I will keep my personal profile for that, clearly. But the other areas we're going to be looking at using the brand as the main driver. So that's a key area of interest. But I think you kind of need to look at what you're trying to do. If you're trying to influence as a person, then you stick it with all your personal brand. But I'm trying to influence for the vlog, really, which is Runpreneur. So I want to get that known by as many people as possible. I'm not fussed whether people know my name, but ultimately if they follow Runpreneur, they'll know who I am as well. So a little bit of an update there. So the only two places that are going to get the full length version of this vlog is going to be YouTube and Facebook now, but Facebook's going to get it a week after, so 7 days later. So if people want the episodes in real time, then they'll need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's the kind of goal. We're really excited about YouTube Shorts as well, because you can have a big subscribe button on the Shorts, so that could be a really good way of driving subscriptions or subscribers, sorry, for YouTube. So that's really cool. But what we've got is a process now whereby the content's going out over a week-long process across all the different platforms, but in unique form to each platform, and there won't be the same piece going out on the same day on any given platform. So there's going to be unique content every day, and I think when we look at it, I think it's like something crazy, like 20 to 25 pieces of content that's going to be going out every day, which is all right. Obviously that's including shares and shared links and stuff like that as well, but a lot of it is independent content for its existing platform. But we've also now we've dialed into the optimization using kind of descriptions, thumbnails, titles, graphics, tags, you know, subtitles, captions, all these things we're kind of dialed into now on each platform. And we have independent people within the business that we've got all the process documented and videoed now. We've got it all mapped out into a massive pipeline. I mean, to get a piece of content out there across all the platforms, there's something crazy like 100+ steps from the moment the idea is materialised through to final repurposing on all the platforms. There's about 100 or so plus steps, so it's a big long process, and we'll constantly be tweaking, iterating it as algorithms change for each platform to increase reach and success rate. And the reason I kind of launched this is because when I set this up, I mean, my mind is very much systems outsourcing based on my experience, and very quickly when I started doing this vlog, I realised that wow, this is taking up all of my life, doing a single episode and then trying to get it downloaded, uploaded, you know, adding all the titles, descriptions into all the different social media platforms. It was literally a full-time job, and that was just for one video across multiple platforms. So I kind of broke it down and started building the systems and processes, and then it was just through talking to people kind of locally when they were finding out about the vlog and seeing this big orange tangerine running around talking at the same time with all kinds of different tech. The only way I can just be described is like the orange Robocop. I've got that much tech on me when I run. But anyway, it's people are asking, oh yeah, how are you getting the time to do that? Especially some local business people I know who are doing their own, who are kind of small business, but they're doing all of their own social media stuff themselves. And just talking them through it, they are like, oh, please tell me when that goes live. I desperately need to get somebody to help me with this stuff. It's not going to kind of rip me off in terms of pricing, because I'm not saying, I mean, there's some amazing marketing and social media agencies out there, but you know, my experience comes with outsourcing to places like the Philippines, Bangladesh, whereas the cost of living is significantly lower. Now, we pay very, very well to our remote workers, but the cost of living is so much cheaper, so inevitably we can build a bigger resource, a bigger workforce for less money, which ultimately means we can put that saving across to any subscription-based product we offer to our end users. So, and I also identified that we're living in a world now where everybody wants to be an influencer, and everybody understands the power of social media. It's become more common. You know, 5-7 years ago, social media was it's still very new, but people saw it as just purely for social. Now I think people see, you know, that people have built incomes and success and businesses off the back of it, and it's almost like if you've not got a profile and you're not publishing content, you're almost missing out in terms of opportunities. And you know, people I follow like Russell Brunson, my mentor in business and marketing, Rob Moore, both said to me, you know, you need to get out your comfort zone, put some content out there, put some valuable content out there every day for at least a year, and they guarantee that money and opportunities will never be a problem again. Well, I can vouch, not even halfway through, the opportunities that have come, the investment into my business that have come from it, has been absolutely huge already, and I think we're only just starting with this journey. So it's super, super exciting. So I'm completely bought into this stuff, and what I want to be able to try and do, this isn't a sales pitch by the way guys, I've got nothing to sell yet, I'm just talking you through the journey of how we've got there. And you know, social media agency will potentially be launched early in the new year, and I've now got a funnel builder on side, so I'll be building sales funnels for this as well. And I'm super stoked to hopefully be able to help people at a cost-effective price that allows them to do the similar. So drop one piece of content, whatever format it is, and we can optimize, repurpose and reformat it on each platform, have a strategy that's identified on what we're going to focus on for the client, and get that content out on a periodic basis, whether that be daily, bi-daily, 3 times a week, you know, weekly, or even kind of fortnightly. Then we want to be able to kind of help with that side of things. I'm going to be adding podcasts to the mix soon as well, once I get the audio on this vlog up to standard. I'm still not quite happy with this Rode Wireless Go mic, the investment that goes into this, the amount of tech I've purchased to try and improve things, and I still get this rubbing feeling as this. You can see the mic is probably rubbing against my neck or rubbing against the rain jacket that I'm wearing, or the running jacket. So I've just now bought a lavalier, I think that's how you pronounce it, or lapel mic, which is probably easy to pronounce. So it plugs into this wireless receiver now. I can clip this to my shorts, and I can run a wire under my top that will have a little lapel mic which will sit on the outside. It won't be that noticeable. It's got like a wind protector to a degree as well, and hopefully that will be the answer to give me the clarity of audio that I'm searching for before I can kind of turn my content into kind of audio. I've got video covered, I've got text. The next thing I've also got to do is the transcription and the copywriting side of it to be able to use it for like blog posts as well. That's the other one that I'm going to be looking to do in the near future as well. So there's still a few more add-ons to kind of be created yet, But super excited, and I just wanted to share this with you so you can understand the amount of steps that kind of goes through here, and the research and the time and the effort that goes into creating something that's systemised, process orientated, automated to a high degree, building a team around it. And we started this from scratch, kind of, well, I started the vlog 1st of June, but I only really started thinking about this as a viable opportunity maybe 3 months ago, 3 to 4 months ago max. And the work that's gone into it behind the scenes whilst running 5 other businesses is pretty staggering, and that's super exciting about how this can go. And this feels more like kind of my baby. All the other businesses I have are my babies as well, because I've built the systems and processes predominantly, so I feel that I've kind of done the mothering of that's the right analogy, of the business. But there's a lot of other key personnel involved in, well, there's key personnel involved in every business, and the key difference is I come in and remove the reliance on key personnel with systems and processes, but people are still a major factor in when we grow the businesses. So they all know that they're all as equally as important as everybody else. But I just feel personally, as I've kind of systemised and process focused these businesses, I do feel a little bit like my babies. So it's really exciting to see them grow, which is really cool. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm just coming up to some pretty significant traffic. I'm just going to stop here while there's a big old tractor looking at coming past me. So I'm just going to stand on the side of the road and let him come past me. Hey, dear mate. Oh, cheers. That's my mate, farming friend. But yes, that's pretty much it for me today. So if I was going to summarise the journey to creating to getting your content out there. So I think I'll summarise this in terms of the steps you have to go through if you do this yourself to get your social media content published on multiple platforms in multiple formats in an optimised fashion. And I think I'll just go through and highlight the stages. Morning. So stage 1 is producing content consistently. Stage 2, and you might just put it on one platform. Stage 2 is getting that same piece of content across multiple platforms. Stage 3 is looking at each platform independently and optimising that piece of content on each of the platforms. It's still in exactly the same format, but you're optimising it for each platform. And then stage 4 is going to be the process of repurposing that piece of content into different formats and putting some strategy behind how you release that content on a timeline basis, and releasing unique content on each platform in an optimised fashion. So, hope that's been useful. As always, got any questions on this stuff, drop me a comment, I'll respond to everyone. If it's a bigger question, I'll still respond, but I'll do a separate vlog episode and I'll tag you in with my opinion. If it's not for you and it's just cluttering up your social feeds and it's irrelevant to you, then just unfollow, no problem at all. Don't want to be cluttering up people's feeds unnecessarily. But please, before you go, do ensure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Runpreneur, whereby the full feature-length version of these vlogs are all saved and catalogued nice and neatly by playlist, and hopefully there'll be something for everybody there on an ad hoc basis. And also make sure you join the Facebook Runpreneur group, whereby the free resources section, along with the full versions of the vlog, will be stored as well, so don't miss out on that side of things. So that's it for me today. All that's to say is that the Runpreneur vlog was started to help entrepreneurs, small business owners overcome stress, anxiety and overwhelm by using exercise as a mechanism to control, manage and thrive under these emotions that every single entrepreneur, business owner will be experiencing. The difference between the ones that succeed and the ones that fail are the way they handle these emotions, and they channel them to their advantage rather than disadvantage. If you don't control them, or you don't do something with them, they build up and the pressure builds. Once the pressure starts building, one of two things happens if you don't release it, and that's 1, the entrepreneur fails, or 2, the business fails. So super important you find a way to deal with this stuff. And my pledge to you here on this vlog is that if you have no one to talk to and you need to work out a way to kind of deal with this, because so many of us entrepreneurs are so proud or too proud to talk, drop me a message. I'll jump on a call with you and I'll give you a few steps that you can implement now to hopefully make a difference to your life and the chances of your business succeeding. It's not a sale, nothing, it's just purely for helping. And I've always said, if this vlog just saved one entrepreneur or one business, that it's been 1,000,000% worthwhile. So on that basis, that's it for me today, and all I'll say is stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.